Right, short date and learn objective, please. Okay. Right, okay, so what we're going to do today, a lot of the work today, again, looking just more at sort of scales, but are linked with ratio, okay, ratio. So just a lot of it today is kind of revising ratios and working from ratios and interpreting things to scales and things like that, okay? So let's have a look, first of all. If we had 15,000 centimetres, what would that equal in meters? So if we can just very quickly, please, work that out. Pause the video if you need to. If you don't, just keep it rolling. So 15,000 centimeters equals how many meters? Well, let's have a look. We know that 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter, and to get from 100 to 1, we divide by 100. So whenever we're converting centimeters to meters, all we have to do is divide by 100. When we divide by 100, we're knocking off a 0 for each 10 in 100. So we would cross those off, so we would have 150 meters. Okay, 150 meters. Very quickly have a go at this one then, please. 71,000 centimeters equals how many meters? Okay, so remember, when we're turning centimeters to meters, because there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter, we're dividing by 100. Cross off the 2 zeros, so it would be 710 meters. Okay, have a go at this one then, please. Have a go at this one. This is 200,000 centimeters, and we're turning that into kilometers this time. Okay, but notice kilometers. If you need to pause the video, have it pause it, please. Right, let's have a look. So 200,000 centimeters equals how many kilometers? Okay, sorry, that was question C. So try and do these in our books, please. So right, so the way I like to convert these, okay, I'm going to first of all, I'm going to convert my 200,000 centimeters into meters. Now I know that we've just gone through to convert centimeters to meters, you divide by 100. So you're crossing out. So I know I've got 2,000 meters, and I can see from there that 2,000 meters equals 2 kilometers, doesn't it? Okay, and again, just this is because 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. So if I converted meters to kilometers, I divide by 1,000. Okay, divide by 1,000. 2,000 divided by 1,000 is 2 kilometers. Okay. Hopefully that's pretty straightforward. Okay, just one more question on those, please. One more on those. So what would be 1,500,000 centimeters be in kilometers? Okay, so let's have a little look. We're dividing by 200 meters, knock off another 3, 15 kilometers. Okay, 15 kilometers. And a useful one to remember is 100,000 centimeters is the same as 1 kilometer. Okay, 100,000 centimeters is equal to 1 kilometer. It's a useful one to remember, especially when you're dealing with map work. Okay, right. So let's have a look. So often, well, we'll just have a little look first of all at just a little bit of ratios revision. We will be doing a little bit on this. So say, for example, you've got a ratio of 3 to 12. So for every 3 boys there are in a gymnastics class, there are 12 girls, you know. And you can simplify those, can't you? You can simplify. So you're looking for the highest common factor. The highest common factor. 3 goes into both, so you divide both by 3. Divide both by 3. You go 1/4. And it's the same, in fact, if you had 3/12 as a fraction, isn't it? Okay, when you're simplifying a fraction, the same rules apply. So 3 goes into both. You divide them both by 3. It would be 1/4. So often think about simplifying ratios. It's the same as simplifying fractions. Okay, you can have 25 to 400. Highest common factor, 25. Divide both by 25. Divide by 25, so that would give me 1. How many 25s in 400? I think that would be 4 times 4, 16. 116. Let me just check. Yeah, pretty sure that's all right. Okay, and you can have, they don't have to end in 0, so if you have one of 50 and 70, isn't it? The highest common factor there is 10. Okay, so you divide both by 10, you get 5, 7. So that's simplifying ratios. And there is a question too, which will ask you to do is basically simplifying ratios. But you'd be more likely to have to expand ratios when you are working in maps. So, for example, you might have a ratio where it was 1 to 300. You've got a ratio of 1 to 300, and then you want to find out 4. Okay, what would 4 be? Again, you times in by 4. Times in by 4. Okay, 1,200. Okay, so just remember, when it's just the opposite to simplifying, you're expanding it out, and that'll be the sort of work we'll be doing today. Okay, let's have a little look. So on a map, sometimes on a map it doesn't give you the centimeters and to kilometers. It'll just give you a ratio. So you could have a map has a ratio of 1 to 25,000. 1 to 25,000 on a map. But we'll work through one of these ourselves. So if you've got that sort of ratio, what this obviously means is that 1 centimeter on the map equals 25,000 centimeters in real life, isn't it? 1 centimeter on the map, 25,000 centimeters in real life. So if you wanted to work out 4 centimeters, if on the map is 4 centimeters, so in real life, again, you're timesing by 4. Times by 4, you get 100,000 centimeters. But say, for example, you're looking at a map. Say that is it's not, but say that is the ratio on this map. You wouldn't say, for example, oh yes, there's 300,000 centimeters between Deal and Canterbury or something like that, would you? Okay. So first, I think it's easier when you've initially done this ratio. So you've done 1 centimeter equals 250 centimeters. Sometimes it's easier then to convert this centimeters into meters, isn't it? So we could have 1 centimeter therefore would equal, I'm going to divide that by 200, so it's 250 meters. Then 4 centimeters, therefore I'm going to times that by 4. I'm expanding out my ratio, equals 1,000 meters. Okay, and I know 1,000 meters is a kilometer, so 4 centimeters is 1 kilometer. So it's just sort of being familiar with how these ratios work, turning that into the actual real life length, and then from there you can turn it into meters, kilometers. It just makes it easier when dealing with maps. Okay, right, let's have a little look. So this is our map of Kent. Okay, map of Kent, and roughly the ratio here is 1 to 800,000. 1 to 800,000. Okay. Right, so if I wanted to find out, therefore, the distance between Deal and Canterbury, Deal to Canterbury, okay, I can see that is around about 3.5 centimeters. So on my map, it's 3.5 centimeters. Let's just put another. Let's give us a bit more space here. Okay, it's 3.5 centimeters. And then I'm going to convert that into the real life distance. Okay, real life distance. So let's look at my initial ratio, 1 to 800,000. Now I think, again, if I want to know the real life, it's just easier for me to turn this into more manageable numbers. So that would be 800,000 centimeters. So I'm going to do 1 centimeter. I'm going to turn it into meters first of all. 8,000 meters, and from there I can turn 8,000 meters into kilometers. It's now 1 kilometer. So sorry, 8 kilometers. So I've got from my ratio that 1 centimeter equals 8 kilometers. Okay, so from that initial ratio I've got 1 centimeter is equal to 8 kilometers, and from there then it becomes pretty straightforward. If I want to find it's 3.5 centimeters approximately from Deal to Canterbury, so all I have to do is times that by 3.5, do the same on the other side, times by 3.5, 8, 16, 24, and 4, 28. So around about 28 kilometers. Okay, and I can work that out just from this ratio, and then converting it down and making it a bit easier for myself. Okay, so from here as well, now I know that 1 centimeter is 8 kilometers. I can see from let's go from Canterbury to Tunbridge Wells. Okay, Canterbury to Tunbridge Wells. So again, that is, oh, there we are, it's quite handy. 90 millimeters, so 10 centimeters. Sorry, 9 centimeters. 9 centimeters. So again, I'm going to times that by 9, times that by 9. Therefore, 9 eighths are 72. That would be 72 kilometers from Canterbury to Tunbridge Wells. Okay, Canterbury to Tunbridge Wells. So, right, I think that'll do us with instruction today, because I think the rest of them then you can have a go at yourselves. You can have a go at the work yourselves. Okay, what I'd like you to do today, okay, could you do the following work? Okay, so page 205, questions 1 to 6. A lot of that is just the stuff we've gone through already. Question number 2, it talks about 1 to n. So n is just the missing number, isn't it? N is the missing number. You're just simplifying those ratios on question 2. Okay, just in case you get a little bit confused on that. So have a go at those, please. And then we'll carry on with it again next time. A bit more drawing next time. Okay, all the best with that. Good luck. Bye.